Hey YouTube, and welcome back to the Sneaky V YouTube channel. Last time I left you guys, I was getting my AC compressor, my alternator, water pump, and all of that installed on here with these brackets. So I got all of that done, and the next thing that I'm going to want to do is get my intake manifold on, my Coil-Packs, and my fuel rails. The problem with all of that is um, in order to get it all like installed correctly, I need to order some injectors, and I don't have the injectors in yet. So I'm just gonna keep this short and just show you how some of this stuff bolts on, uh, and actually get a few parts bolted on, but not much. So, anyways, this is my intake manifold. It's just a basic Summit Racing type, and it basically just sets up on the heads there, and you bolt it down to the head, and it pulls air in through its main hole there, and like kind of distributes it to the heads here through each one of these runners. Um, and the fuel rails, these just kind of mount up here on it, and they have holes here for the injectors that like plug into each of these little 4 holes here. But since I don't have the injectors, I can't get these installed onto here, so there's no point in installing this onto the heads just yet. I also need to get a throttle body. That's the part that opens and closes to let air through. So I'm just gonna set these back aside for now. And the one thing that I do have today that I can install are my Coil-Packs. Now, as you can see, I already have a set of Coil-Packs installed on this side, so I'm just gonna do this other side here for you guys. Let's see if I can get this thing moved around. So basically the Coil-Packs just mount right up here on the valve covers like this. It has one side coming from the, I guess the ECU. Something supplies that power that is needed to create a spark out of this side, and then it has a wire that goes down to the spark plugs here. Yeah, I already got the spark plugs installed because I wanted to make sure it was creating good compression. So anyways, let's get these on. And these are held on with a couple of M6 bolts. I put a washer on them just because I don't want it like straight bolt to the plastic here. And I'm gonna have to look up the specs as far as how tight these need to be, but I'm assuming it's probably just gonna be 18 foot-pounds like most everything else. So let's get these guys on. See something? Yeah. And the last one, I suppose I probably need to buy some spark plug wires too if I'm gonna get these ran to the spark plugs. But for now they're just going on, and I can do that later. guys tighten down. This wrench seems like a little bit of overkill for this. I don't want to break anything. I'm just gonna put that down for now. My little impact wrench is actually at the house. I was charging the battery and I left it at the house, so I don't have that with me right now. Or this will go a lot faster. And the Coil-Packs are on, kinda, for now. I still gotta get them torqued down to their specification, whatever that is. I'll have to look it up. So, yeah, that's that. Another problem I may potentially run into is the fact that I have a high mount system for my accessories here. That means they are mounted up high on the engine, which could interfere with some of the other parts in the engine bay of my car. So in the future, I may have to relocate these down. I can get a low mount system, which will put the AC compressor over here at the bottom, I believe, and the alternator over on this side at the bottom. Or it might be switched. The AC compressor could simply move down here, and the alternator will be down here. But yeah, so that might be a problem. Another thing that I need to do before I can actually get my intake manifold bolted on is actually get a new valley cover that actually covers this whole thing. This is a Gen 3 valley cover. I need a Gen 4 so that like this little gap back here isn't like, you know, back there. I also need to get a steam vent system. What that is basically a set of little tubes that sit right in here, and there's 4 of them. Each one of them comes from the inside corner of your heads here, and they all meet in this central block. And what that does is basically coolant flows all through this engine, and it actually goes up and cools the heads too. What will happen is that you'll get hot spots in your heads, and that'll cause detonation. And what these things do is that they take the coolant, and if any air is trapped in your heads, like up at the top of your heads, it pulls it from this little hole right here, and basically comes to this little central block. All 4 of these holes do that, and then it sends it back to your radiator so that you don't have these hot spots in your heads. So that's the other thing that I need to do before I can actually get my intake manifold on. Um, but other than that, it's going along pretty smoothly, I think. If I come up on any more problems, that'll just be another thing I have to fix. But it's whatever. I've come this far. There's no way I'm just gonna let a small thing make me drop the whole project or anything like that. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of the video for today. Thank you for watching. Be sure to send your friends my way if you would. I could use the views, and have a good one.